Hello everyone and welcome back to Code Campus. My name is Audrija Ghoshal and I'm excited to present the second project of our Python development internship at CipherByte Technologies. Today we will be diving into a fun and interactive project, the MasterMind game. So let's get started. MasterMind is a classic code-breaking game where one player sets a secret code and the other player tries to guess it within a certain number of attempts. We will be implementing this game in Python, adding our unique twists to make it even more engaging. Let's take a look at the code and walk through it step by step. At first, we print a welcome message with tags for formatting. After that, we print another line of dashes for separation. And this line is also formatted with tags. Next, the print line adds an extra blank line for better readability. This line prompts the first player to enter their name and stores it in player 1. This line prompts the second player to enter their name and stores it in player 2. After that, we call the game function passing the player names as arguments. And after that, we print a thank you message using the formatted strings to include the players' names. Now we will run this set of codes, but we will just comment out the line where we have called the function as we have not defined the game function yet. Now let's run it. And here I will be giving two names and you can see that it only printed the thank you statement. As we have commented out the line we have called the function. Now we will define our game function. So this line defines the game function with player 1 and player 2 as parameters. After that, we have written while true. This will start an infinite loop to keep the game running until the condition is made to grep. After that, we call the setValue function for player 1 to set their secret code. Then here we call the guess function for player 2 to guess player 1's code and stores the number of attempts. Then we have printed the player 2's count. After that, if player 2 count is equals to 1, means if player 2 guess the code in one attempt, then we have printed that player 2 is a mastermind and then just simply exits the loop. Now again, we call the setValue function for player 2 to set the secret code and stores the value. Then we call the guess function for player 1 to guess the player 2's code and stores the number of attempts. Next, we checked if player 1 count is less than player 2 count. If player 1 took fewer attempts than player 2, then we print that player 1 is the mastermind and simply exits the loop. And else, if player 1 did not take fewer attempts than player 2, then we print that player 2 won and simply exits the loop. Okay, so now we will define the set value later. Now we will be defining the guess function. So we are defining the guess function with the secret code as number and the player's name as parameter. And initializes the number of attempts to 0. Now here again, we will be starting an infinite loop for the player to keep guessing until they get it right. Now each time, the attempt will be incremented by 1 and we print the current attempt number. After that, now this line prompts the player to enter their guess and stores it in the guess. And after that, we check if the guess is a 4-digit number. Now checks if the guess matches the secret code. If it matches, then we congratulate the player if they guessed correctly. And return the number of attempts taken to guess correctly. Or else executes if the guess does not match the secret code. And here we call another function hint to get hints and store the result in hints. This print statement prints the hints to help the player. And else if the guess is not a 4-digit number, we print a statement informing the player that their input is invalid. Now we will define the hint function. We define the hint function with the secret code and the player's guess as parameters. Now here we initialize an empty string hint to store the hints. We iterate a loop through each digit of the guess. It checks if the digit in the guess matches the corresponding digit in the secret code. Next, this line adds the matching digit to the hint string. Else executes if the digit does not match. It adds an underscore to the hint string to indicate a mismatch. After that, we returns the hint string. Now we will define the setValue function. Here we will import the getPass module securely to get the secret code without displaying it on the screen. After that, we define the setValue function with player name as a parameter. Next, while true starts an infinite loop to repeatedly prompt the player until a valid code is entered. Next, here this line prompts the player to enter a 4-digit secret code securely and stores it in number. Next, the print statement adds a blank line for better readability. Next, we check if the number is digit and the length of the number is 4. Then we return the number. Else, we print that it's an invalid number and ask the player to enter the number again. So now here we can do one thing. Okay, so here we can just simply make it import getPass and this one getPass.getPass. Okay. Now let's run all the codes. Now we will be entering 2 names. And here we will be giving the value. You can see it's not visible, but we can see it from here. So we have set the value 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's guess it, like player 2 will guess it. Okay, so if player 2 guessed it in one attempt, here it is showing that Anuja is the mastermind, means the player 2 won and she is the mastermind. Again, we will be doing the same, but this time we will make player 1 the winner. Okay, we have given 2 names. Here player 1 sets the number, which is 9874. Now player 2 guesses the number and in 3 attempts. Okay, now player 2 sets a number 4569 and player 1 suppose guessed the number in 2 attempts, then player 1 will be the mastermind. So that's all. And that's our mastermind game. It's a great way to practice your Python skills, especially with functions, loops, and user input. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough and found it helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more exciting projects. Thank you for watching and happy coding.